What's going on, y'all? It's been a hot minute. It's all the way into the next year. It's time for some first of the year, end of the year wrap up action. Got back from my little vacation yesterday, and it was awesome. Hope y'all had awesome times too with your family, friends, all that good stuff for the holidays, whatever you might celebrate, and also for the New Year's. Shot off a bunch of fireworks last night. That was fun. Always one of my favorite times of the year, that's for sure. Anyway, I think it's been a lot longer than I thought when I pulled up it's the 18th. Shee! Yay! Damn, it's been 2 weeks. Holy crap. I did not realize that I hadn't been on since last 2 Mondays ago. Man, yeah, well, was in Colorado for a couple weeks, so anyway, whatever. We're here now. Let's get it in. We're gonna look at some quarterly charts, some high time frame stuff, maybe some year charts, even though those aren't super useful for Bitcoin because it's only been around for 12, 14, whatever it is, years now. And yeah, anyway, let's just get right into it. And what is today? Oh yeah, we already said that. The first. Happy New Year. Blah blah blah. It's time for No Noise. I am Z-Rex. Here we go. One thing that is awesome that I'm seeing today that I'm liking, we talked about this maybe on last video, I can't remember, but this horizontal at like 164-ish, and this is trillions. This is the total market cap of all cryptos. And if you're looking for just the altcoins and take Bitcoin out, you can look at total 2. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, on total 1, I'm really wanting to see this get comfy over this 165 area, like 1.65. Not 165 trillion, because that would be absolute insanity. But hey, anything can happen, right? Anyway, I love this chrono cross right here on the weekly. We're just at a major resistance points. If you look at this horizontal right here, a little bit of here, a little bit of business here, definitely some dancing along that line. But man, if daily we can start building structure above this 165 area, that would be very bullish, and I'd be looking for pretty aggressive continuation to the upside. Let's go to Bitty Bits. Mama Bear, look at this. Was starting to look a little bit heavy, especially if you go to the 458. You're starting to make lower lows and lower highs, but only in the real intermediate structure right in the last 10 days or so. And then now we kind of are gaining the Momo back, if you will. Nice girthy candle from earlier today. I'll do like that, kind of barely holding on to the 21. On the daily, it was still making higher lows and about even highs. I mean, I guess technically this is a lower high, but it's kind of doing what I like to see as or N, I should say. Whoa, what the hell? We can't see that. All right, let's try that again. As N, damn it, go away. The hell. An ascending triangle, words here. I'm going to be a little rough today because I haven't streamed in a while. Up there and something like that in my perfectly drawn, lovely line here. Something, oh my God, I cannot do this. There we go. Something like that. Filling it out. So apex of breakout zone is pretty much right here, probably this week. But Bitcoin does like to go through triangles, which is pretty silly. But anyway, very nice, making these higher lows. Really just defending that 42 area at this point on the short-term time frames is super important. Below 42, and we start building like definitely some 458s, multiple of those below there. I would start looking for like a 38 test. But right now it looks pretty good. I mean, starting off, futures, I think, just opened up. Yeah, futures just opened up finally. So the regular markets, everything is back to normal after the long holidays. Oh my gosh, go away, pen or paintbrush. After the long holidays. So this looks pretty nice. We get some nice tests. Any moves over 44,000, even on low time frames of building structure up there. I'm thinking a real quick shot to 48 at minimum with a pretty good chance of like low 50s. That is the next line in the sand, though, is this very important. I mean, it's 48,000, but we'll just call it 50K. We start building above 50K. I mean, that goes into full pretty much all the way bull mega mode, euphoric mode, if you will. But it would have to build up there probably for about 2-3 weeks for me to call it that. Right now, look how tight we've been inside of this magenta candle, by the way. Super sideways on there, which is good for bulls because generally, if bulls are weak after you get magenta candles, you usually get pretty aggressive selling within like 5-6 candles. So it's nice that it's kind of just building an ascending triangle inside of the magenta candle. This does look very still good and to the upside, bullish as hell above 42,000. And of course, it's 42 because what else could it be? It can't be any other number. Futures, we probably don't really need to touch on too much. They just opened today. You can't see it gapping up. Actually, oh, holy, wait, what? What? Okay, well, we will be going over this today because futures apparently want to go to 45,000 already. And is that a new high? Let's see. 45 to 60, almost by 40 bucks. Yeah, 45 to 60, 45 to 20. So about $40 shy of an all-time high. Man, so the future's already getting a little bit excited. Would like to see DMI get back up into the power zone above 26. Let's go to the monthly since that just closed. Oh, that's a beast mode monthly. That's 3 white soldiers. Love it. Very, very nice. And long term, 38K is the floor now. If 38K gets breached, we can be looking for nasty bear action. But this right here, man, beast mode. Love it. Let's go back to spot actually because I need to see that. Oh, very nice. Follow through. I mean, this is sexy time for Bitcoin. And out of curiosity, I'm gonna go look at the DMI here when it gets over 26 for the first time in a while, like after pretty much bear time, because you can see bear time here. Bears almost never get over 26, which is very noteworthy on a high time frame. So, that kind of just shows that Mama Bear and crypto in general has been mostly a giant bull market. And given the volatility's high, of course, you're going to have some big ass pullbacks here and there, but that's okay. But let's see, back to my point here, above 26, I just want to see real quick. So that was October, and then a resurgence in the summer of 19. Okay, so if we go back to October over here, oh, interestingly enough, on this candle, and we got mad follow through, and we did not lose. Hold on. Okay, we didn't lose. What I want to see is it entering the 26 and see how long it kind of stays there. And you can see that until it crossed back below here in November of 2019, which is probably late. Yeah, all the way over here. And which is funny, right at the end of the bull market. Okay, or the bear market, sorry. All right, and let's go again for this run, the most recent-ish bull market. We've got kind of around October again of 2020. How funny. To February. Let's see, October-ish. And then to February is going to be about right here. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Where are we at? Yeah. Sorry, it's March. Oh, no, it is February. February 22. So that one actually got out way early. Interesting. Okay. So I just kind of wanted to see how long it generally stays up there once it does cross over 26 on the power zone for the monthly. And it looks like it doesn't really do little peekaboos like going above it and right below it because, it does take a lot of time for these candles to print. And so are we just at the start of Mega Bull Zone? We'll probably know very soon. The halving is just right here. Look how close we are now to this little red hash line, which is somewhere in the middle of April, somewhere around there. But very, very nice. Again, we just need to see this chart build above 44K. And we're getting one more pump off of the 21. And it's been riding that like the Jesus man for a hot minute now. GBDC, we won't get anything until tomorrow, so we'll skip that. And for Wednesday's stream, ETH doing the same thing, riding up that 21. Let's see what the futures are doing. Yeah, look at this gap on the futures. We got almost $2,000 on Bitcoin, and then what is that, about 60-70 bucks on ETH futures, with this high right here at around 25 hundo. Let's see. Let's go to the monthly on, let's go back over here to spot. The monthly on Ethereum's a little bit slower than Bitcoin. We've got 3 nice girthy candles on Bitcoin, Mama Bear. But this is still very sexy. And just like Bitcoin's, 44,000 ceiling, it's about 2,400 on Ethereum. So we start getting comfy above that. We could easily look for, I think, 27, 2,800, and then mega resistance in the low threes. But that's getting ahead of ourselves a little bit as of now. Yeah, very, very nice chart, though. I was kind of looking for this reaction yesterday when I got home after shooting fireworks and definitely not drinking any beer. Anyway, let's go to Litecoin. Charlie. Oh, look at Charlie just respecting this trend line, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Getting squeezed, all the EMAs right here. I mean, this is very critical area. That kind of should be the theme of this video, actually, is we are in real critical zones now, and the timing is also, just to make this point a little bit, to take it home here, you can see how the slope of the 21 is starting to kind of flatten a little bit. And you can also see, not really on the 55, but you can really see it on the 21. So, we're starting to that point where it's like, bulls, you best start waking up and doing something and get continuation going, or the bears, you're going to give a chance to the bears to pull back to the next part of structure, which, as we mentioned earlier, is that upper 30 area, specifically about 38K. All right, back to Charlie. So, and a lot of these charts are kind of looking the same as far as that, just barely holding on. And I don't want to sound like that's bearish or anything, because it is not, but it's just at a major pivot point where we could go into a little bit deeper of a retrace, a bullish dump, if you will. Still making higher. I mean, this looks really good. I like this continuation off this trend line, off the Doji 21. I mean, open and closing above 73. I mean, this is just buy the dips pretty much until we lost like $69. ETC. What about ETC? What is ETC doing? It's actually on the other side of its trend line. It is still making higher highs and higher lows, though, on actually a pretty badass structure here on the daily. Let's zoom out to the monthly. Oh, man, mega resistance at the monthly. All right, so this one's real easy. You get above $22 on this, it's moon time. It is very much moon time above $22, especially if we can get like a week or two open and close above that. Let's see if we can have that happen this week. Yeah, we can. I mean, close is close enough. It's like 5 pennies or something. So potentially this week we could have an open and close above $22, and that would be very bullish. Because ETC is it's had a good run, but it's not above its structure like a lot of the coins are. At least looking left into the, I was going to say earlier in the year, but now technically it's into last year. XRP, man, this bitch looks like big move. Looks like a coming. I'm surprised we're not getting vol flashes. Excuse me, about to print here, but it does look very nice for potential upside continuation in this kind of like let's see, it's sort of like a symmetrical triangle type kind of formation here, something like that. And so, man, anything getting comfy above about 66 pennies starts to look very, very bullish. Hey, shut up, computer. That's my laptop telling me to plug some batteries in, which I actually do need to do. Give me a sec here. Just doing a little battery swappage. Or not swappage, plugging, I guess I should say. Whatever. Oh, where the hell is it? Ah. All right, there's that. Plug this hoe in. All right, we're back. Got that thing on nice and charge-a-lay. All right. XRP though, I like this very incremental, slow higher highs. The one thing that, hold on, let's go to the monthly. Man, these double doji monthlies. Monthly isn't like super sexy. It's just kind of, it's pretty neutral. Weekly though, look at this chrono cross on the weekly, and we're kind of doing this. I mean, it's a long flag at this point, but man, above 60 cents, and on that 58 cent level that we've been watching too, where this got dipped down to and immediately tweezered up and rejected. That is really solidifying that anything below 58 cents, man, easily can drop into the upper 40s. But right now, I do kind of like this chart. And considering some other stuff has ran really hard, like BSV most notably, we'll go talk about that in a second. Hell yeah. The real Satoshi. Anyway, this one, if the bulls are going to really get serious at this point, XRP is going to pump hard. Now XRP does like to pump kind of in the latter stages of bull markets, so just keep an eye out on that. Doge is kind of in that same boat, but anyway, kind of just treat stuff individually too, makes it simpler. Above 65, 64, 65 looks really good. XLM actually looks better than XRP's chart as far as structure wise, and it's really trying to get up over this little hump right here at about 13.5 cents. Yeah, about 13.5. And man, I really like this slow grind on XRP. I'm sorry, on XLM. I guess it is like an XRP clone from Caleb. But anyway, getting an open and close like 2 or 3 days above 13.5, I would be looking for a move to at least probably 15, 16 cents, something like that. This is actually building up pretty sexy. Let's go to the monthly. Monthly still needs some work, but it also hasn't been around super long, so it's not very useful. Weekly, yeah, I mean this one looks real sexy, especially above 12, about 12.5 ish. Ton, this is kind of a funky pattern right here. It's not my favorite. It's kind of shit. Like again, shit or get off the pot mode. One could argue that this is kind of distribution esque. Let's go to the weekly. Only on the daily though. It doesn't look like that on the weekly, and the monthly looks very sexy. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Let's not overthink this shit. It's the same shit, different day above like 10-ish cents. It's bullish as hell. Really just needs to clear, that 11.3-ish area. Dot has been looking fantabulous after it finally broke this trend line. Very sexy structure, chrono cross, and launch. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this chart. I guess it is at a little bit of resistance. I mean, but that's the MO of almost every chart right now. And it's above its weekly 55. Not every chart is doing that. And it's also above all of its structure from all of last year and even testing last summer's structure. So this looks really good above $7. ADA struggling to get up here, but this is like this is just flagging. This to me looks like it wants to go to 80 cents to probably $1. I mean, if this really gets going, it's probably going to $1 on ADA Cardano. Good old Charlie, or Charles, not Charlie. Another weekly flag. Oh man, look at Link. Almost nothing's above its 200 MA in shitcoin land. Link is though. It's doing another consolidation after this, almost 2-year one down here. Beautiful, beautiful flag pattern, and bullish as F above about $14 on Link. EOS is kind of just sleeping, being a little bit. I mean, it's not being a bitch. It's doing the same thing as most of the other ones, but yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I just kind of hate EOS for some reason. I don't. Now I'm thinking about that out loud, sort of. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, it still looks good. Look where it launched from, right where these crossed. Pretty hilarious, and it does have a little resistance right here where we're at about $1. Man, this thing gets over $1 though. I mean, 120 to pretty much $2 is a pretty easy moonshot. BCH, the other Bitcoin from the Fork Wars back in the day. Let's go to the monthly because this one has been out a while. Yeah, it's kind of flagging on the monthly. That looks good. Weekly, I mean, this is pretty sexy with just that major resistance point at 300, which has been the case since all of our videos, even way back here. Nothing's changed there. Man, on the daily, whoa, this is sexy. Most coins are not making higher highs on dailies against their structure. This is a little bit of an outlier. Let's get rid of that trend line. We don't need it anymore. This is a little bit of an outlier on the shitcoin land. This looks bullish as F above 250 on Bitcoin Cash. This actually looks very sexy. Nice chart there. BSV, dude, what Christmas miracles happen? Santa brought some presents to the real Satoshi, apparently, a couple days late, and this bitch has just been running. Lots of volume, too. Not as much as back over here, in our last run up, but it is the most volume we've seen since about here-ish. Since January of 2022. So it's the most volume in about 2 years. That's nothing to sleep on. This is going into mega bull mode above $75. Now, what I want to see, though, is this, because we are right up against the 200 right here in the weekly. I probably will peel some of these off because I have accumulated some BSV down over here. So I am going to probably peel some of this off and wait and see what happens, because you might be able to get a re-entry on a liquidation break in the 70s. So let's go to, monthly. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of resistance right around the just over $100. But overall, being above, building charts above $75 looks very good. XMR, oh, look, it's about to break down. This is either epic buy point or trapdoor action. And I do think that it's probably the former. And all we need to do is get back above like 170s, man. And it starts to look very sexy. Let's go to the monthly, because this chart's been out a long time. Man, look at this. Sideways as since also pretty much it's the same price it was in January 2 years ago. Very interesting. Bears couldn't push this down over 2 years. I would consider that pretty damn bullish. And man, the next spot, hold on, let's just play around with some fibs here. I don't think it's going to be that useful, though. No. Hold on, let's do it like this. No. Yeah, there's nothing really that useful on these. The consolidation is, nothing too useful on that. I just wanted to see if there was something. But this is still making higher highs, higher lows. A little bit of a deep sell-off that happened on Friday. But man, getting back comfy above 170, this would actually look pretty damn sexy. And it's like almost looking really bad right here. But don't forget, we're all watching the same movie. So there might be a lot of people freaking out like, oh shit, it's breaking this trend line. But look what's right beneath it. Mega support, 200 and a horizontal. And we go to the weekly to really see that. And then all the EMAs stacked right up here, right up underneath it. So very good support at 160 and looking for it to clear 170. Zcash, little surprisingly, is looking like shit here. So this is more of a breakdown kind of pattern, especially after this engulfing, after Doji engulfing, cutting through the EMAs. Y'all watch the show a lot. You know I hate that when that happens for continuation. You usually get moves in the opposite direction. And now it's actually getting comfy back below 29. So I don't know what the hell Zcash is doing, but it ain't looking great. And, when you look at the weekly, some of the shit coins are above the 55. Very few are above the 200. Only pretty much Link is the one off the top of my head that I can think of. And most of them actually aren't even above the 55 or comfortably above the 21. And Zcash being one of those. Now, is this a really good buy spot? Oh, man, it probably is, if as long as Mama Bear doesn't break down. Yeah, it probably is, and there is definitely a major mega support at about $25. So, and excuse me, from this point here, from 27 to 25, I mean, it's not even that big of a deal. It's like 10-ish% risk. So, and if Mama Bear is going to keep the Momo up, I mean, this bitch will run eventually, but it is a little surprising that Dash looks a lot better and Monero looks a lot better, because look at Dash's chart, pumping right off the 21, higher highs, higher lows, riding the trend line. See this? And about to curl up. Oh, that's actually curled up now. I mean, look at this. Chrono Cross on the freaking trend line on structure. Look how much better this is performing than shitty old Zcash. Looks very sexy above $32. Doge needs to get over 88 cents. I don't know what the hell the bulls are doing over here. They're waiting for Elon to send them a signal on X or some shit, or launch a Doge dog into space on a SpaceX craft. I don't know what's going on. That seems to be the only thing people want to know about Doge. Doge is also very good for moving money around too, if you didn't know, because it's almost on every exchange. Anyway, this is kind of an ugly looking flag here. Let's go to the monthly. What does monthly Doge look like? Man, monthly Doge is not even over its 21. Well, Nikes. Weekly though still looks fine. Yeah, this one actually hasn't done shit. Some of the other ones we got some nice new info on it, but not this one. This is just barely holding on in the 8 handle. Anything back below like 8 flat. I mean, and even you could argue below 88 cents is kind of a little concerning. We got no Momo anywhere. Just oscillators are neutral as F. They are neutral AF, dude. Really need to see this over 88. 8.8 is what that really is, not 88 cents. That would be cool, though. I'd take that. Over 8.8 cents. With that line in the sand at about 8 flat. What? STX just kind of accepting price up here. I mean, there is a little bit of hidden bearish divergence between these points, but I mean, dude, this thing just looks so good above like 120. I'm trying to find something to, nope. I mean, 120, man. And it's like everything too. The daily, the weekly, the monthly, everything's at like 120. So, daily, I guess you could use like 138, 140-ish and then look for 120. Because that's still a pretty good move between there, because this thing has just gone absolute banana crazy over the last quarter or so. But yeah, very, very sexy short term above 140, longer term 120. True is actually trying to be true to the bulls. All right, look at that. Trying to make some higher highs, or not trying. It is actually making higher highs, higher lows. Let's go to the monthly. And monthly is pretty useless on that. And yeah, major resistance at the 55, which is one of the like 3 charts that we keep seeing. Let's go back to the daily. Yeah, this looks real good though, above like 5.5 pennies. I ain't got no problems with this chart. Momentum, oscillators, everything looks pretty sexy. Just see if we can get a couple open and closes above this 6.3 area. Be very nice. XRD. Now this one has sucked ass for all of this run. It had one little blip for like a week or so, and then it's just been shit since then. Now, is this a good buy is the question for me. I kind of want to get some more, and it's tough because you think that this would have rallied a little bit harder, but look where it's holding on to, y'all. Right here at about 42, 4.2. Of course it's holding at 4.2. Where else would it hold? First of all, monthly, nothing really too much there. And weekly, yeah, I mean, it's kind of sloppy, pretty neutral on RSI, but bulls do hold momentum on the weekly, even though we're just in this Chop Fest 3000. Now, there is one pattern on here. Look at this, guys. H pattern. Hey. So if we clear 4.8 on this, dude, I think we go and make a new high at 6.4 in the mid sixes if we did clear this 4.8, 4.7 zone. So look for that. And also look for the breakdown, because if this thing loses 4 cents, it's going to go into pretty much death mode, and it could go to who knows? It could go to new lows. Now, I don't think that that's going to happen unless Bitcoin breaks down below. It could probably do it if Bitcoin got below 40, 42,000, but definitely if we start getting sub 38, this thing's probably just going to make new lows. On the contrary, though, if it does just hold up, this thing could be potentially setting up for a nice pump right here. And it's pretty low float, too. my memory serves me correctly. V-Chain, here we go. Dana White's about to pump it, or he has been pumping it. Looks very good, making new highs. The trends are changing, y'all. Is it all the way totally confirmed 100%? Not quite, but it is damn close. I'd say it's like 80%. This shit looks pretty damn sexy. The only thing I don't like about it is, like, where's the Momo at? Why are we way down here at 20? We need to be above 26. Easy read, though, kind of like STX, just kind of different numbers. Anywhere below like 3.3, watch a lay way. Then we could probably go to a little bit sub 3, and we just got to clear that 3.8 level. Adam's finally kind of stalling out too here a little bit. But still looks very, very good over $10 with that obvious resistance here at about 12. Let's go to the monthly. Yeah, a lot of resistance there. Man, we are just knocking on the door of mega bull mode. Gnarly pump. What was this? Christmas, wasn't it? Oh, it was the day after Christmas. Yeah, it went to 230, 240, 235, 240. What a freaking move, man. Beautiful, beautiful move. But is it starting to distribute on that ass is the question, I think, that is on my mind with most of these coins. And as long as it's above 130, no, it's not. But if it does start getting below 130, man, we could easily dump. Let's go to the weekly real quick. We could easily dump all the way to $1, like easy. So, and we do have a gnarly shooting star doji from this last week's close, actually. And that is at, yeah, wow, it's right here at this doji before it went and pooped on itself. So yeah, this 150-ish area, very important. We want to see this chart just keep building above 150. Man, this thing's moved so much that it's like, look, I'm in log too, and it's like 154, and then like right here is $1. If we put it in linear, you can really see the pampage. Very nice. Ton, people are buying this. They finally did their Telegram bot. They're doing some minting and getting that all fired up. So this is probably going to run pretty hard outside of any major hiccups in the mintable execution, whatever the crap they're exactly doing over there. I kind of played around with it a little bit, but the tech's kind of shitty. It's very clunky. It's a little buggy. So Telegram, they need to get their shit together on that, which they probably will eventually. And if that does happen, this thing probably will just bust through 260. And let's see what we could be looking for. I think here's a target from back in the last run up in the very beginning of the year. So the target on that is about 350. Very nice. Matic, beautiful chart on Matic. Great above about 90 cents. Ain't got no problems with it. Whoa, what the hell? One of the few coins that's above its 55 moving average. Man, very bullish posturings on all the oscillators. Very beautiful. And again, just above about 90 cents. This is just in full buy the dip mode for myself. Definitely like that one. All right, equities. There's not really, since they weren't open most of last week. We'll touch base on a little bit of it just to kind of see what's up. Let's go to the monthly. Wow, look at this, y'all. 48.41. Dude, new highs, open and close above range, engulf these previous highs here. I mean, everyone's so bearish, and it just ripped all their faces off, man. Just absolutely brutal. I mean, there's not want to get too political on stuff, and no, I don't really care about news. So, I mean, this is bullish as hell above 47, like mid 47 handle. Very beautiful chart. Let's see. Don't see anything too crazy yet. We getting below like 47.40. You know, maybe we go fill this gap here before a continuation. That's about kind of what I would expect. But this posturing is very bullish. Now, this year is going to be a doozy, though, with the elections and all that crap. So, long popcorn, if you will. All right, weekly on this. Very bullish. Man, we've got, holy shit, we already have 2 open and closes above the all-time highs on NASDAQ. That's crazy. How about on the monthly? We don't have it on the monthly yet. Okay, so not all time frames, but most time frames are in extremely bullish posturing. Let's go to the daily. See if we can see anything there. Nope, just beast mode. This bitch is bullish as hell above 16.6. There's just no other way to slice that. Oh yeah, we do have those gaps from over here in right before Christmas time. Man, look at this. Oh, I mean, look at this, dudes. What is this, y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4. A month of open and closes above Mage of all-time high, previous all-time highs. This is bullish as shit above 37,000. Is it even on the monthly? I guess it probably is because, yep, even a monthly open and close. Woo-wee, that's beast mode on the Dow. Now, what's not beast mode is the Russell. Now, is there a pairs trade there? Possibly. If you're into pairs trading, like longing Russell, shorting Dow, or shorting NASDAQ or something, might be a good trade right now to just play that convergence. But let's look at some stuff here on RUT real quick. Yeah, above 2K looks really good. You got the shooting star right under that 2060 area and right underneath our horizontal, just shy of the 2618. So that 2060 to 2100 is mega resistance on the Rut Dog. Now, surprisingly, it's not even anywhere near its all-time highs. So this actually could be a really good trade for longs. As long as the other markets and majors don't shit themselves, we could see a pretty good rally if we start building structure back above 2060. Man, we could easily see 2100, and then after that, there's a lot of resistance at 2160. So potential 100 points in there. Let's go to the trannies. What are they doing? Yeah, they're just kind of chilling, nothing too crazy. Chrono cross, so that's good. Not even concerned about this till it's back below 15.4. VIX is just freaking chilling. VVIX is still holding up, surprisingly. This is the one thing that's probably concerning for the for the Bulls, is that VVIX is actually starting to make higher highs and higher lows back to late November of this year, or I guess of last year now. I have to change my tone for that. And VIX, yeah, it's all funky from the contract roll, whatever. Oh, let's bring our blue box over. Oh, we're back outside of the blue box, but is this a 618 retracement? It looks like it. Yep, just shy of one. So as long as it holds on to here, it's still, you could argue that it's just a retracement. Anything back below $71, though, I mean, that just opens up trap doors to upper 60s. And then obviously anything back above about $74 looks very sexy. Nat gas is, it's meh. Doesn't look like it's going to be cold this winter. Sub 260, whatever. Don't really care about it. Bonds. Bonds are the thing that everybody's really paying attention to right now. And that is due to them saying they're going to claw back on the rates in March. Now, will they actually do that? I don't know. Let's jump to the high time frame on the bonds. No, the bonds aren't saying that. They're in waterfall mode. They've been waterfalling pretty much since right after COVID. Yeah, in the month, I mean, this is not a bullish looking chart in any way, shape, or form. Okay, well, maybe you want to argue the daily is trying to do an uptrend, but a lot of resistance at 125 handle. Yeah, and I mean, it's just as soon as you go to the weekly, you're kind of like, ew, almost. I'll tell you what, if we can get a couple more weeklies open and close at this 123 and change area, yeah, maybe we get a nice little shot to like upper 20s, 120s. But right now, it's kind of like, water falling. See? Yeah, waterfall. I mean, we're back in the range, so guess I'll give Bulls a little bit of credit there as long as they're above like a 111.12, 111.11. Anywhere back below that, though, man, watch out, dude. Actually, we'll be watching this chart a lot, but let's really keep an eye on this chart for up and coming to March over the next couple of months, because if that changes, man, could set up for some nasty temper tantrums in the markets. if they're actually like, oh, just kidding, after economic data or blah, 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 we're not going to raise rates anymore. I'm sorry, we are going to raise and keep steady and not lower them. God, it's so confusing sometimes talking about that shit. And look where we are too, man. Mega support on TNX on the rates at about 370. Very interesting. Dollar at the cusp of breaking down here, also at major support. Interesting spot for the dollar to be at. Euro, whatever. We'll skip that. Gold. Let's go to long-term gold on the month. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Very nice monthly close in November. And it's okay for December's. That's a big doji at the top of range. Not too surprising because gold's such a slow mover for the most part that, it's once it gets above range, it's like, oh, are we really breaking out? The gold bugs are a silly bunch, that's for sure. Higher highs, higher lows. Almost. We're making even highs right now. But other than that, this does look pretty damn constructive. Obviously, there's not much volume right now as the futures just barely opened up today at 5 Central Standard Time. So everyone's kind of getting back at their desk, getting ready for tomorrow for the full trading day. Haven't had one of those in a hot minute. Looks very good above 2050. Bulls really need to defend 2050 on gold. Silver, not so hot looking, just very much in the chop fest 3000. What the hell is silver doing? Like, get your shit together, dude. A lot of support in the 22 handle. You can see it's been defended there many, many a times. So as long as it's above pretty much the 22 handle, it looks good. And you can see even the oscillators are like boring as hell, as even the 200 are all pretty much sideways. Platinum, hey, look at that. Cleared that 950 area and immediately shot up 50 bones. Very nice. On a little bit of a flag, too, right here. Beautiful. This looks good. Back above 950. You already know what's up. Palladium, look at that. I missed some of these moves. I don't remember seeing that. Nice. So Palladium coming back up, and look where it's testing, that 1100 area. This could be a very good long entry right here, because anything getting comfy below 1100 is no bueno. And let's see what GDX is doing. Making some highs, coming up to that major resistance. Not too surprising. All right, let's go to some blockchain stonks. Oh, shit. We had a little dump fest. When was that, at the end of the day? Oh, no, that was out the gate in the morning on Friday. Now, is this going to get some follow through with Bitcoin and shit rallying a little bit? Possibly. Whoa, look at SDIG. Holy crap. Well, whatever. It went up freaking, what is that, 100% last week. So it can go down 25%. It's fine. Is this a high? Let's see. Hold on. Let me go to the weekly real quick. No, not quite. Lots of resistance at 10 flat. So see if we can just kind of come back, do a little test, liquidation break a structure, then bounce off that. That would look actually very nice for continuation. Looks like, man, a lot of shit got smashed on yesterday on Friday. Yeah, wow, all the way down. Man, up to horizontal, back down to horizontal. That's a round trip if I've ever seen one. Dang old crypto. Mara, yeah, this isn't that crazy. It's gone up for freaking a month straight, pretty much. So now we'll have to really see what the Bulls do this week, and if Mama Bear can break that 44K level. If that happens, then all these will turn into really good buy the dip trades, as we discussed, before a lot of these took off. If you've been watching the show for a while, you already know. Oh, let's see. Our minor index still looks very sexy, uber sexy above about 6.5 handle. Yeah, about 660, 650. We do have a little tiny baby gap right here. But yeah, above 650, man, this looks very bullish. Cores freaking went bananas, went all the way to $2. This is a lesson for me to not forget to just watch the dumb chart and not care about news. I got caught up and structure crap, blah, 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 blah. And again, just like with the Fed, I finally kind of not cared about really what they're going to say on the FOMC dates, because usually it's already just built into the chart anyway. And so that was a good lesson to reiterate to myself that, dude, it's on the chart. If this shit's going to go to zero, then you don't know more than the whole planet does, which is reflected in this chart. And if it was going to do that, it would have started getting comfy below 25 cents. It didn't. It actually had a quick, swift rejection right here, built the flag, and kept running. So in honor of my own channel's name, No Noise, man, just watch the goddamn charts. You don't need to even turn the news on, man. It's a waste of freaking time. And you know what's funny is you don't really have to turn it on, because just being around and talking to friends and your homies and family and stuff, like, you're going to get enough of it anyway to kind of be in tune if you want to be. You don't have to like go and sit and read news for 2 hours, man. Lame. But hey, if you make a lot of money like that, to each his own. Like we always say on the channel, there's a million ways to skin the market cat. You just kind of have to figure out what works with your personality type and your patience level. Backed, man, this is a good trade here. It was no one was really trading it. And we talked about it on Monday, and it was like a little sleeper sell. And it got a nice little pampage, a little 30% run, and kind of went off the rails on on Friday. And we definitely have that massive resistance at about oh shit price level. About I think it was 250 and then 350. Yeah, 250 and 350. You can see we almost went to, what is that, 275, just shy of that. So pretty good run. This looks very good above $2 with that 250 is kind of resistance there. All right, I think that's it for today. We'll do some more stuff since it's kind of like I'm going to get back to chilling and getting ready for the week, doing some early year cleaning. Much love, guys. We'll do another stream. Hey, look at that real quick. Bitty Bits is over 44. Why, hello. Man, if this thing keeps running, dude, I'm going to be going and scooping all those miners that dumped on Friday. This is a very interesting setup here. Very nice. Pump time 3000. I don't know if that's the word, whatever. Halving's coming up. Don't forget, above 44 looks really good. Probably go to 48, maybe low 50s before the next major resistance zone. And anything below 42, probably test 38 and 38K with these long time frame charts, especially can't even freaking read that crap. Hold on. 38K on the high time frame charts. Look at the yearly. You can't even really do anything with that. Let's see. Hold on. I just totally got ADD sidetracked there. Oh, look at this. There is a actual magenta candle on a quarterly, and it's at 47,000. So right around that 48K. Mega uber resistance there, y'all. So again, to put that point home, above 44, we get that 48 to 50, like low 50 handles is the target. And short term, 42. And hopefully the Bulls would defend 38, because if they don't defend 38, then we have to question this whole rally and this structure building and go from there. But again, that's going to take weeks. So you don't have to worry about that. Go do and live your regular life and stuff, you know. You don't have to be glued to the charts all the time. I know how that is. I did that for a while when I first started trading, and it's pretty freaking exhausting. Anyway, much love, guys. We'll see y'all on Hump Day. I hope y'all, again, had an awesome New Year and all that stuff. And Happy New Year to y'all. We'll see y'all on Wednesday morning. This is No Noise. I am Z-Rex. Peace.